Greetings to the Church Business Administration course here at Southeastern University. This is your professor coming to you once again. Here at the end of week 4 and the beginning of week 5. Can you believe it? We are now halfway through with this class, and what a great class it has been in terms of practical, useful, vitally important leadership principles as it pertains to administration, but really many aspects of effective leadership. And so we're going to jump into week 5 and kind of start into the second half of this class, which will be very, very important for us, as I'm sure you will agree. The week 5 themes are, first of all, church finances, and there's really no way to get around that. And so it's absolutely important to begin to take specific and intentional consideration of all of the issues that pertain to church finances. You know, there are ethical considerations that are absolutely essential. And then there is the section on good stewardship. And so once again, we want to be able to unpack the whole meaning and significance of seeing ourselves as stewards of God's resources. Really, these are beginning to prepare you specifically also for your week 7 budget assignment. And so you will find the resources starting this week to be extremely helpful and very important. Week 5 readings, first of all, you once again have a 2-week presentation from Dr. Henby, Resourcing the Kingdom. Part 1 this week is slides 1 to 13, and you will again find this to be immensely helpful in terms of painting the backdrop of all of the important issues for us. And then we're going to jump into the book by Pollock again, Business Management in the Local Church. Chapter 5 particularly is going to be important for you, Introduction to Church Finances. There's just a ton of great resources. It not only unpacks the important issues, but even it gives you examples of reporting forms and processes and so forth, and of budgets. And so it's going to be a very, very important section for you. Sections 8 and 9, chapter 8 and 9 are really more about stewardship issues, and they're going to be very important for us as well. Week 5 discussion then is very simple. It asks you to explore the question, what is real biblical stewardship? I mean, what really is it with this idea, and how is it relevant to, certainly to leadership, to church administration, frankly relevant to all of the areas of our lives as Christ followers. And make sure you include scriptural support. You know, at least present 1 or 2 of your favorite verses that enlighten us when it comes to issues of stewardship. Upcoming assignments, and as you know, are very, very important. The week 7 budget, I think, certainly beginning with this week, by the end of week 5, you should be in a position to start doing some serious work in your week 7 assignment for the budget. And, you know, I like the fact that if you can start early, you won't be swamped at the end, which I think is a good idea. It's also not too early to begin to look at the week 8 interview assignment and begin to make some decisions as to who you would like to interview. Last week in my video announcement, I unpacked the budget assignment, and in the coming week, I will unpack the interview assignment. Great assignments, very important part of our learning experience, and I think it's probably timely for you to begin to do some specific work on them. Stewardship, in my mind, really summarizes some essential facts for my life in so many areas. As you well know, stewardship simply is based on the assumption that we don't own anything. Nothing is ours specifically. Everything belongs to God, but He loans certain things to us on an individual basis depending on our assignment from the Lord, our responsibilities. He loans certain things to us to manage well, to manage wisely, to manage productively. And, you know, that's true in our individual lives for sure, but it's also true for leadership. For leaders, stewardship is a broader issue in that we have stewardship responsibility for groups of people and for areas of ministry and so forth. So this issue of stewardship is so important. I'm looking forward to exploring it together with you in week 5. Let's continue to pray for each other. I appreciate that We had a student in our class this last week had a death in the family. And, I know as receiving God's grace and comfort in a very important but stressful time, a student whose husband is experiencing severe health issues and the doctors don't yet know what it is, but we know Jesus knows what it is, and so forth. Students in our class who need encouragement. So I pray that we will just continue to encourage each other, support each other, pray for each other, that God will not only, help us to learn what he wants us to learn in this class and do well, but that God's grace will rest upon us in a very special way. So I'm here for you in week 5. I just appreciate so much the privilege and the honor of sharing this learning experience with you. Don't hesitate to let me know how I can help you this coming week. God bless you, everybody. Just have a great week 5.